A lot of people say to me, why do you hate Christmas? And I do a lot of gigs, and each gig I always say, he always asks me, what do you want on the stage? And I always say, can I have a picture of Jesus? And can it be like 20 foot high? And then like in front you could like partially obscure it with a huge banner with my name on it. Is that right? And this is the first venue where they've gone, yeah, that's fine. So you've got no idea of the pain and the misery the bearded man has to endure throughout the festive season. And I don't know if you've noticed, but it gets earlier. I got used to little kids staring up at me with a mixture of awe and wonder throughout December. I could handle that. These days I have to deal with their gleaming, hope-filled eyes all the way from Halloween. If you bear even the faintest resemblance to Father Christmas, you'll find yourself cast in the itchy red suit come the office Christmas party. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I have tried to be less fat, and I have tried to be less jolly. I've tried not to giggle till my belly jiggles like a bowl full of jelly. I've failed. And the reason I've failed is that I work in an office where they pay me to sit down. I turn up, I sit down, and 8 hours later they bring me a paycheck. If it's somebody's birthday, they bring me cake to my desk. It's rude to refuse. And if you've ever worked in an office, you'll know it's always somebody's fucking birthday. And I'm not going back to the gym. It's humiliating, huffing and puffing like some Raymond Briggs cartoon. It's bad enough you have to make a fool of yourself in public. Before they'll even let you in, you have to introduce yourself to some gigantic man who sat behind a tiny desk, holding a tiny pen, wearing a tiny pair of trunks. Because the Titanic meat machine won't let you just swan into his gym to slide your disgusting, suppurating bulk into one of his torturous stretching machines to watch X Factor with the sound down. Because he must have personal questions first. Like, how are you ready for physical fitness? Well, bad, awful, diabolical, if I'm honest. How often do you work out? Never. Less than never. Have you got a little box for less than never? Do you smoke? Of course I smoke. What do you mean? Oh crap. Fuck it, just put shitloads. I wish the microphone hadn't broke. God bless you. I'm looking for work at the moment, and I'm looking for work. And if any of you have ever been looking for work, you'll realise it's about the most soul-destroying thing that you can do. Yeah. And the reason for this, testify. And the reason is because these days most people can do most jobs. If you look at the person sat next to you, you could do their job. And you could do his job. I mean, you're not a moron. But he's not going to let you just turn up and do his job. This isn't the 90s. Remember the 90s, when jobs were everywhere, where you could wander down the street naked, drunk, covered in your own piss and shit. Someone would always offer you a job, wouldn't they? You'd poke your head out, even if you were shouting sexual threats at pigeons or the floor or whoever. Fancy a job, mate? Oh, thank you very much. I say, have you seen these sexy fucking pigeons? It's not like that anymore. Jobs used to be everywhere. They'd be up on billboards, on the sides of buses, pasted to the backs of local street urchins. Job today, mister. Come, see yourself. And now they only live on the internet. I always start positively. Accounts manager, something like that. I can manage a small team. Yeah. I can make a pivot table. I can work an Excel spreadsheet. I send out my applications and I get nothing back. Pretty soon I'm miserable. I'm drunk. I'm scrolling down and down and down. Oh, here's one. Tugboat captain. Fuck it, I can be a tugboat captain. I can work an Excel spreadsheet. I've got a degree. It's in media studies, but it's a degree. And I shouldn't be reduced to applying for a job as a fucking tugboat captain. Most people could do those jobs, and that's because these days there's only 2 types of job in the universe. There's opening emails jobs, and there's moving boxes jobs. I'll prove it. If during the course of your day you are not called upon to open an email, at some point, chances are you will be moving a box. But they don't let you just wander in to blithely open an email or nonchalantly move a box, first you've got to put a tick on an application form where it says, can you move a box? And you have to say yes. And if they like the way that you said yes, maybe you'll get to say it again in a little room wearing a suit to some smug bastard who'll say, Mr. Jerrod, can you tell us a time when you've successfully moved a box? And you have to say yes. Yes, I can. Once, in my old employment, there was this box. And it needed to be moved. No one else had moved it, and so I moved it. And that was a great day for the company. If they like the way that you tell stories about moving boxes, maybe you'll get to move boxes every day for the rest of your natural life. Now, I've had box moving jobs, I've had email opening jobs, and I can tell you there's very little difference between the two of them. Both involve going to a place where there'll be other people who are either moving boxes or opening emails, or the other way around, and you have to stay in that place until you all go home. In both places, there'll be somebody less intelligent than you who tells you what to do. This is your boss. If you're ever unsure, by the way, about who your boss is, they will be the one who look the shittest in jeans. The shitter they look in jeans, the more authority they'll have to tell you to open emails. The correlation is so strong. If all the heads of all the major governments, the heads of business and commerce, Bill Gates, Angela Merkel, Barack Obama, they all got together for some titanic casual summit, and they all wore jeans, then the amount of shit that they would look would be too big to be held within the confines of the physical universe. It would cause a dangerous singularity, a space-time freak-out. The universe would rebel, fold on itself and collapse down into a ball of such unimaginable density not even light could escape. It's a very real problem, and also the reason they wear suits on Dragon's Den. Now, I know some of you will be thinking, well, that's all well and good, but I don't move boxes or open emails. And so your original statement, there's only two types of job in the universe, I'd say was somewhat erroneous, so I've got news for you. Firstly, never use the word erroneous. And secondly, you're very lucky then, aren't you? Because you have got yourself a career. And we know the career people because of the career words, the one-word job titles. If you've got a career, chances are you're a pilot, aren't you? You're a pilot in the sky. Or you're a teacher moulding young minds, or a surgeon saving lives, or Madonna wearing a leotard. If you've got two words in your job title, chances are you're doing okay. If you've got yourself a two-bed semi-detached on the outskirts of some Christ-awful community shit up listening to Adele on the way back from the Apple store to beg the local authorities to let your kids into the fucking Catholic school, you're a driving instructor, you're an estate agent. And if you've got three words in your job title, customer services assistant, you're fucked. You're fucked. Sorry, Jesus. You're fucked, and you may as well apply to be a fucking tugboat captain. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been better and worse than I thought it was going to be. It's been really lovely. Thank you very much. My name's Jerrod.